At a certain point, the writers at Family Guy decided to just go full in with Stewie being gay, and I'm not complaining. The storylines they give him are always entertaining, but one in particular that's fun to watch is his relationship with Rupert. In one of the most recent Family Guy episodes, they take Stewie and Rupert's relationship to the next level. It begins with Stewie pressuring Brian into wearing costumes that go together. Brian doesn't really want it, but he ends up agreeing. The costumes are Cher and Sunny, and later they begin practicing a dance.
You're off tempo. Rock, left rock, right elbow into chest, half air bump.
Half bump.
You're off tempo again. I'm starting to think you don't really want this.
I don't want this.
Brian gets frustrated and says he doesn't want to wear the costume anymore. This upsets Stewie. Since Brian isn't going to wear it anymore, Stewie comes up with the idea of bringing Rupert to life so he can wear the costume with him. In a Frankenstein style, Stewie tries bringing Rupert to life. Unfortunately, he fails. Or so he thinks so, because Rupert actually does come to life. Later, while in bed, Stewie is still mad with Brian for not wanting to wear the costume. He wishes for Brian to be dead, and Rupert hears him. While Stewie is asleep, Rupert says he owes Stewie since he gave him life, pretty much saying he'll make Stewie's wish of wanting Brian dead come true. The next day, while Brian is on a FaceTime call, Rupert tries killing him with a knife but fails. When trick-or-treating, Stewie finally sees Rupert alive and is happy to see him. Rupert tells him he's going to kill Brian, but Stewie says he was just angry in the moment and to forget about that. Rupert insists on killing Brian, then disappears to go kill him. Stewie needs to find out where Brian is, so he uses Brian's cringe Instagram post to find out where he's at. He figures out Brian is at the cemetery watching a movie. Rupert beats Stewie and appears next to Brian at the cemetery. Rupert reminds him that he hasn't been a good friend to Stewie, but Brian dismisses him and heads to the bathroom. Rupert follows Brian. In the bathroom, Rupert is strangling Brian, but Stewie appears and steps in to save him. We then get a pretty cool scene where Rupert explains how Stewie only turns to him whenever Brian is mean.
You turn to me only when Brian's mean to you. I'm always second to him.
Rupert goes on to say his real name and that when he kills Brian, he'll become Stewie's only best friend. I like that we finally got a scene from Rupert's feelings. We got to see his point of view. Rupert then tries again at killing Brian, but Stewie stops him. Rupert says he won't stop trying to kill Brian, so Stewie is left with no other choice than to kill Rupert. Stewie drowns him in the toilet while singing and crying. Brian is happy Stewie chose him over Rupert and reassures Stewie that they're best friends. They make up and both are happy. Before the episode ends, we see Rupert got washed and is now clean. Stewie is happy to have Rupert back and begins talking casually to him about what happened, as if it wasn't evil for Rupert to try and kill Brian. This episode is part of Family Guy's 25th anniversary episodes, and I'm glad we finally get some info about Rupert in the 25th anniversary. Rupert confesses how he notices that he's always second to Brian and hates that. He doesn't really admit if he has feelings for Stewie the way Stewie does for him, but I'm guessing we'll see that in future episodes.